All right, everybody, what's good? What's good? Y'all know what it is, boy Bo here. And always, man, go to 3kingsboxing.com for latest what's going on in indie sports boxing. Shout out to all the fellas over there. Y'all see that face right there. If y'all don't know what that is, then y'all ain't real boxing fans, man. Joining me right now, the 2017, the 2023 Kings Boxing Trainer of the Year, Mr. Derrick James. What's going on, Derrick?
I'm good. What's up, bro? What's happening, man? What's the deal?
Oh man, always good, man. Always, and good to have you here, man. You know it's funny. A lot of people don't realize that before trainers were trainers, they had lives before being a trainer. You was a fighter once, man.
But yeah, I was a fighter, man. Boy, for a long time, like for most of my life, from like 5 to 37.
hmm Yeah, and here's the thing: is you've been in the ring, you've seen guys who championships, champions, and guys at that level. But I think what people don't realize about you was you made it all the way to the quarterfinals in the 1992 Olympic trials.
Right, yeah, no doubt. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right,
Now,
right.
that experience from the amateurs and then as a professional, how did that shape you and frame you to become the type of trainer you are today? Because you're the type of trainer, and I remember you saying this, you don't try to differentiate the difference between professional and amateur. You just try to teach the fighter how to fight smart as if
Right,
it's happening in real time.
right. Really, man, like even going before like the Olympic trials, just fighting on the U.S. team and winning the National Junior Olympics and under 19s, like I won like now they got like 1,000 nationals, but I won like the main ones, like the ones that you win at the age
hmm
limit, the stand, whatever. And it's like that formed me as a fighter. It really helped me grow and mature as a man and a young man because you realize that life is bigger than your surroundings and what you see every day. Just like
hmm
a guy from the Shy. We had some fighters from Chicago back then. Robert Fisher, Ronald Dunlap, some good fighters from your area.
Yeah.
And they get to see something outside of what they see every day. With Benny Green, they get to see something outside of their projects or whatever. So it was great because they helped you mature and grow as a young man and really kind of expand your horizon. And that's what it did for me. For boxing, at the same time, like for me as a trainer, I teach some of the things I used to do in boxing, right? At the same time, I don't necessarily, I would never bring it up that I used to do this. Because the reason why is because you always want to remove yourself from the equation. That's why, like most coaches who were fighters, they try to train the fighters the way they fought, opposed to maximizing what they have or help developing them to get something in particular. So it's like it's very difficult at times. I mean, because you gotta sit back as a trainer, and a lot of
hmm
people can't sit back. Now, man, I used to do this, but man, I'm not you though. You know what I'm saying? So you can't even. You gotta put yourself on the back burner. Can't hear you. It's like breaking up.
I'm sorry, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Yeah,
Can
yeah,
you hear
yeah.
me, Derek?
Yeah, I can hear you
Okay.
now.
I said, how difficult? I said, how difficult is it, man? Because a lot of people can't make that transition from trainer to the trainer. How difficult is it to separate yourself? Like, what do you do to prepare yourself to say to yourself, "Hey, I got to separate myself from this equation."
I mean, you just gotta. You realize you're not the guy no more. You know what I'm saying? Like if you think about it, as a fighter, at some point in their career, they were the guy. They show up to the fights, to the guy. Everybody talking to him and showing him love or whatever. Then at the same time, it's like, hey man, you get to a point to where you're not the guy no more. You got to realize that and step back. Don't try to step in front of the camera. Let your man have all that because it's his time. You know what I mean? And that's really what a lot of guys. It's difficult, man. Like to live life, to be in the spotlight, right? But then to
hmm
go back and like be kind of like nothing and nowhere. It's difficult for a lot of people to accept, man, because it's hard. You know what I'm saying? It's very
hmm
hard to like not being the light, man, and let somebody else shine because you always taking on the light before, and you gotta let other people shine.
Okay, bet. So let's go ahead on and get into it, man. You're training two unified champions,
Right.
right? Uh, you got Charlo right there at the junior middleweight division. You got Errol right there at the welterweight division, man. What is that like trying to train two high caliber fighters? Because you got egos, you got personality clashes. How do you, as a
Right.
trainer, maintain that and keep that in check?
I just say keep calm, man. I don't really get into it with them like that. I just kind of they know where I come from. They know what I expect. Really, that's what it is. They know what I expect, and I respect them. I respect them as individuals, and I mean, I don't get into the chitter chatter with them, whatever. I just kind of they talk, whatever. They know what time it is. They know I work. I come to work. I'm in shape. I'm gonna push them. I'm gonna keep them on their p's and q's, and that's really what it's about.
Yeah, it's funny because you're one of those trainers that you're in shape. So when you ask the fighters to be in shape, it's not like you ask them to do something that you're not willing to do or have done
Right.
yourself.
Right. That's right. That's
Yeah,
right. Yeah, that's right.
and I think that's good because I saw a video of you out there running, and you've inspired me,
Right.
and I almost died, man.
Hey man. Hey, this is the thing about it. When you see it, it's all about impatience and moderation. Just gradually get out there, walk it out, walk it out, walk it out. Then do whatever it is, build up to something. It's all
Yeah,
about the start.
yeah,
It's all about the first step. It's all about getting dressed and getting out there. That's all it's about. And you
yeah.
grow from
Now when
there.
you now when you preparing these guys for the fights coming up, right?
Right.
Um, do you watch film on the fighters so okay, I'm gonna prepare you for this, or is it a situation of okay, I know what this guy can do, but I want you to be the best at what you do here.
But no, I watch my guy. I mimic my guy. I mimic the opposition. I mimic them. I watch. I throw the punches that they throw. I want. See, you got to be able to say you want your guy to be prepared, so he's not caught off by guard or not surprised by a shot that the guy throw. Because hey, you've seen it every day for like what 8, 10 weeks or whatever. So it's just like you just got to keep your mind right. And just for me, I have to be conscious and cognizant to make sure I go out and focus on strategizing. Not about working, because a lot of
Mhm.
times you see guys working people up the myth, blah, 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 had nothing to do with boxing.
Yeah, that fancy stuff.
But
Yeah,
yeah, it's about strategizing. So people, I saw one time we were working the myths, and people, oh, that's so boring. Well, listen, school is boring too. So when you're watching somebody, some education going on, and not a show, it's not a show. It's education. It's work. That's the difference. You know what I mean? So it's like it's not gonna look. We're not here. You think about it. A lot of people don't really think Errol is much because he's not switching left hand to right hand. He's not doing all this stuff. So he's not. He's very technically sound, and that's what they don't understand. They want to see a show. Hey man, that other stuff, athleticism is fleeting. It's leaving you. I'm
mm,
telling you. You just never know what age when it leaves you.
right, right. No, that's you're right. That's very very true. The older you get, and actually the older you get, more
Yeah,
punishment you take, things start to go down.
right.
You
Right,
know,
no doubt, yeah. And that's
start
why
to
you
go
need
down.
technique and fundamentals. Because if you don't have boxing skills, when your athleticism leaves you, you got to have your instinct. Look at put like this. Look at B Hop, very technical, very skilled. And the older he got, the more intelligent he got, the more intelligent he became. Right.
Hmm.
That's why I think about this. In his 50s, he was beating young 20-year-old guys.
Yes, he was.
And it's other people who he fought in the past who were great athletes. They were getting beat by other people, getting knocked out by people, whatever. So it's like he was able to sustain because he went to the basics, man. Basic skill set and basic technique, and strategy and game plan is really what got him where he was. He had great
Okay,
trainers too.
okay. Um, you got Ugas coming up.
Yeah,
Different kind of fighter. Come from that Cuban school of boxing. He has that amateur pedigree. He's been on the international circuit. Good counter puncher, decent mid range footwork. I'm not going to ask you to give away the game plan, but when you see a fighter like that, as a trainer, do you say to yourself, listen, we have to be on our A game because this is a guy that's capable of winning this fight if you make the wrong mistakes?
Yeah, well, I don't go that far and say what him doing the L word or whatever, but I never said it in reference to my fighters. But I'll say that, hey man, he's got to bring out the best of you. This guy, Ugas is very versatile. First and foremost, he's aggressive and he's a versatile fighter, but at the same time, he's a counterpuncher. So you got to be on your situation when you're fighting, because if not, man, listen, he can get you. He'll get you or whatever, you know. So it's like you got to be, really got to be more technical than anything. You know what I mean? And be able to judge your distance and your punches and things like that. But no, I watch him. I watch him fight these guys, man. He's a phenomenal fighter, man. He really is. And listen, the story says it all. Tells about who he really is as a fighter, as an individual, as a man. To, escape 6 times, finally make it on the 7th time. Hey man, I don't know how the hell
Mm-hmm.
you got to get away 5 times. I'm gonna keep you tied to a bed, onto a chain or something. You know what I mean? They really want you. You can get away
Right.
the 7th time. Come on, dude. Are you for real? They must be keeping records. No, man, he's a hell of a fighter, man. That's a testament to the man that he truly is. I mean, the fighter he truly is. I mean, so you got to realize he's not gonna give up. You got to,
Right.
you got to beat it out of him.
Okay. And speaking of that, um, so you recognize the type of fight that you in for, right? You, like you said,
Yeah,
you got to beat it out of them, right?
right,
So
right.
the mindset, how do you get your fighter prepared for that mindset to beat it out of them? I mean, like every fighter should know that, but sometimes it's like as a trainer, it feels like you have to put that drive in the fighter.
Well, it's all about the preparation. It's all about really a lot of the temperament in the fighters, right? But
Hmm.
you have to put the confidence in and let them know that what we're talking about, what we want to do, is going to get us over. I mean, like for Errol, man, he spars. He probably throws about right now. He probably throwing 130, 140 punches around
Mm,
in sparring. Like he sparred today, he throwing so many punches, man. Like damn, and they're hard
mm.
shots too. So it's like that's just really just working to get his wind up or whatever. But he won 14 rounds today, over 100 punches each round.
Okay, okay. So it's safe to say y'all ready.
Man, he's ready, man. You listen. You got to be ready for this guy. He got a phenomenal trainer. He's a hell of a fighter, very versatile. I mean, you just got to be on your A game. You got to be the best version of yourself, and you should expect the best version of himself. Of Ugas.
Now, does same thing go as a trainer? You have to be because like you said, he has a great trainer, so that is gonna have a good
Yeah,
game plan. So sometimes does it feel like even though you fighters in that fight, still trainer versus trainer?
yeah, man. It's always trainer versus trainer. It's always strategy versus strategy. It's about going first, second, third gear, even fourth gear, because you never know. You never know what this guy is doing. So it's like he has great ability. I mean, I think that you'll see he's a and really I'm watching him. He's a punch at times too. So but I think
Mm,
that we'll see what really is real when Errol really hit him with some good shots.
okay.
What kind of shot,
Um,
what kind of punch they take.
yeah, because like you said, man, this is gonna be, in my honest opinion, this is gonna be a tough fight for Earl because this
Oh
guy that
yeah,
can
it's a
match him
tough fight.
everything for
Yeah,
everything.
yeah, it's a tough fight. Yeah, no doubt. Yeah,
Yeah,
tough fight.
because this is a guy that can match him this guy that can match him move everything for everything he can match him. And I think it's gonna come down to who wants it more.
Man, I don't know about the power though. But I don't know
Okay.
about the power. And really like, I mean, it's power, defense, there's some other things, but like, he's very smart, he's very intelligent. But like this was the thing about Ugas was funny. Because he doesn't fight like any of the other Cubans. So when you say Cuban boxing school, he doesn't fight like any of those other guys. Those other guys are kind of hard to watch,
Mm-hmm.
right? I mean, like throw a punch every 10 punches around or whatever. But Ugas is a guy who's very aggressive, but he's caught. His age puts him at the perfect point to where you have to be slick as a fighter and sly as a fighter. Like right now, a lot of these guys are all natural athletes. No, not really a lot of technical skills and fundamentals, just athleticism. That's what's getting
Right.
these guys over. And so,
Right.
but Ugas is a guy who has enough. It's kind of like a Floyd. Because Floyd was
Mm.
younger than all of us, so he was able to be the old guy now. See what I'm saying? But his skill, but he needed skill and technique back then, and that's why even with B-Hop, they couldn't really deal with him because he used what we used before instead of natural athleticism. And Ugas is that. He's both of those. He's an athlete, but at the same time, he's very slick, he's very sly, very intelligent.
Good, man. That's good. That's good. You recognize that as a trainer because um, a lot of trainers will view a fight coming up as being one way. You're viewing this fight, and there's a lot of different ways.
It's gonna go high. So you gotta be out there and be on your situation. If you're not on your situation, man, listen, man, your man might be looking up at you. Right. Man might be looking up at you. So, you know,
Say,
you
man,
got something ready.
what you say? You might be looking up and dude got fingers in front of you doing this, man, making
Right,
moves.
right, right. For real,
That's
for
what's up,
real.
man. That's
Yeah.
what's up. We got a question. Got a question in the house right here. Somebody said, you probably can't even answer this one. Ask Derek, will Frank Martin get the Spence Ugas undercard?
No.
Okay. Okay. Um, Charlo, man. So
Yeah.
let's talk about Charlo. Okay. So he was supposed to have the rematch coming up with Brian Castano. He got injured. So they still plan on having the rematch. When they fought in that first fight, that was a very close fight. I think man, was it a situation because a lot of people feel that maybe just maybe Charlo may have underestimated Brian Castano.
I don't know. I mean, I think that he's a different individual than he is now.
Mm,
And I think that you have to grow a little bit and understand some things. You got to shed some things and, lighten your load a little bit. And I think that's what he needs to do. That fight needs to happen the way it happened.
okay.
Because
Okay.
if you think about it like this, the last 4 rounds, I told Jermell he was losing the fight, right?
Hmm.
So I said, you behind. Because, I mean, and really it was like they showed the scorecards above on the Jumbotron. That's why I said it. But had he started 2 rounds earlier, it wouldn't have been nothing said. Because when he started fighting, he was so deep up in Brian saying, you know what I mean? Come on, man. He couldn't. He was running, basically trying to survive. The last 3, 4 rounds, he was trying to survive. He would throw a little punches here and there, but Jermell had him backing up and wobbled him and hurt him so many times. But so it's like, but in the beginning of the fight, he was back and forth.
Hmm.
But those last 4 rounds is what really made the difference. He won like the second round, and maybe obviously he won another round in between, but he definitely won the last 4 rounds. So I mean, I think that had he got started earlier, it wouldn't even went that long. So had he started jumped out at the beginning like that, I
Hmm.
think it would have been a short night. But hey man, we
Okay.
all got to learn and all have to be educated over again.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. And here's the thing. I think like honesty is important, um, especially being a coach, because like you said, you told him, "Hey man, you losing the fight." Now, whether that was true or not, but the fact remains is you in the heat of the moment, you have to recognize what's happening, what's going on yourself. That way, you can properly advise your fighter.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. What's that like for you in the like in the heat of the moment like that? As because in the heat of the moment as a trainer, you're going through almost just as much as the fighter.
Yeah, man, listen, man, you got to be able to stay conscious and don't get caught up in what it is. Because if you think about it, you have to be able to give instructions, definitive instructions, not chilly, not go get him. No, not that definitive. Work this, work that. So I could see people can give you that rah rah cheer, but if you don't have it in you, the rah rah cheer, like it's nothing, right? So for me, it's like you have to be able to tell me definitive throw jab, shoot uppercut, step here, do this. So that's what I do. And most of it's something that we work on in the gym because I try to go over everything. I
Mm-hmm.
try to make sure I cover everything, every scenario. So if we need to throw this punch, we throw that punch. Remember this day? Well, okay, throw that punch. I mean, so that you put like a reference up. But, it's good, man. We just gotta stay present. You cannot be ahead of them. You gotta be right in the moment, man. You gotta be focused. I mean, that's my key element to be focused and to try to inspire and focus them.
Bet. Derek, I ain't gonna hold you on too much longer, man, because I know it's late over there. You've had a long day. People don't know, your schedule is always full. I appreciate your time out. I just got one more question for you, man.
What's that?
It's the question that everybody, you already know what it is. Question everybody asks it, man. What is the likelihood chance we see Spence and
Okay,
Terence
wait, wait,
Crawford?
wait, 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 wait. So don't even ask me that. I'm gonna tell you what. Did you see Errol's press conference last week?
Yes,
And what did he say he wanted to do?
become undisputed.
All right, then. So that ain't the question. What you had? What you want? Keep talking about? So see, that's what. Listen. So think about it. That is the truth. Now listen, it comes down to dollars and cents. I mean, y'all don't want me to pull out the money chart. So I'm not going to pull that money chart out
Mm-hmm.
because I will. No, I will because I think you need to. I think people need to hear this. So
Mm-hmm.
say hypothetically, his biggest fight, the mutual opponent they have is Sean Porter, right?
Right.
His biggest fight, that's Terence Crawford's biggest fight numbers, and not Errol's biggest numbers, but okay, they had 130,000 pay per view buys, right? At
Mm-hmm.
at 69.99 times 130 is 9,098,400 dollars.
Okay.
Sean got paid $4 million. Put my
Yep.
numbers. Sean got paid $4 million. Terence got paid $6 million. So that's $10 million. So they didn't even make that in the pay per view numbers, right?
Okay.
They fought at the Mandalay Bay, not at the Jim Grand, not at the Staples. Errol fought him at the Staples Center, sold out 20,000 seats. All right. So they made the money. First of all, they made the money at the gate.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't sell out the 8,000 seats they had at the Mandalay Bay. But even more, listen to this. Now multiply this. 75.99 times 700,000. $52 million. So with the same opponent, one guy made 52 million, another guy made 9 million.
Mm.
So listen, and then wait, and if you see what percentage that is of that, 9 million is rounding it up 17% of $52 million.
Mm-hmm.
So hold on, I gotta run to the restroom right quick. I'm gonna
All
finish.
right.
Give me a minute or two.
All
I got
right.
kind of fault, but I'm gonna be all right. I'll be all right.
All right. Give us 1 second, fellas. Derek had to step out. He'll be right back. While he's doing that, make sure you guys go to Three Kings Boxing, man. Check out the articles. And also, man, a personal piece up by Mike Wilson Jr., Alexis Aguayo, and Roman Gonzalez about who is the greatest Nicaraguan fighter of all time. If it has Roman Gonzalez passed Alexis Aguayo as the greatest Nicaraguan fighter. So make sure you guys definitely go around, go over there and check that out, man. All right, Derek. Like I said, Derek he had to step away just for 1 quick second. He'll be right back. Um, Also, hey, make sure you guys click that like button. Also, man, click that like button and check out the shows from me and my man here. All right, we got Derek. He right back.
So if you think about it, back at it, come back talking. So it's like 9 million is 17% of $52 million. So we're not saying that the split should be what 83-17, but it shouldn't. It can't be 50-50. And he's very accomplished. He's very successful. He's undefeated. He's all these things, right? But that doesn't put butts in seats, unfortunately. And a lot of people talk a lot of stuff, but talk about numbers that was his biggest fight, 130,000 pay-per-view buys.
Right.
Errol did 700,000 against Sean Porter.
Okay.
So it's like, hey, you can't, and you see with the dollar amount added. You listen, I'm telling you the numbers, and I'm telling you how much it was. You can add it up yourself, multiply it yourself, and then you say, how does that add up? So I mean, like Jermell said in his interview, sometimes you may have to take a little less because if you really think you can beat the guy, that's a chance you take.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
all your negotiating and bargaining power is your numbers.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, because whatever it is you do for a living, every job in America is all about numbers. I don't care what it is. Your
Yeah.
negotiating power, your true power is what you did before you got here.
Yeah.
What you bringing in. So you can't say, I bought it. I'm going to do this now. No. What have you done before? Well, no, I'm going to do it. No. So it's all about what you've done before. I think he's a great fighter. I think he's a phenomenal fighter. I'm never going to say he's not a good fighter. I'm never going to say anything, but I'm just being honest. But at the same time, he said he wants to fight, and he's been. Listen, this thing about it, I don't know why people ask these dumbass questions. I'm gonna tell you what. Errol's been saying this for I want to be undisputed. So what does that mean? He's got to fight the guy with the title. So
Yep.
stop talking. Come on, man.
Yep.
If he wants to be undisputed, he got to fight. So just like think about this, that since I can't fight Errol, I'm gonna fight Terence. I'm gonna fight Jermell Charlo. Now, what the hell are you talking about? Like the guy never said he was not gonna fight you.
Okay.
He never said that.
Okay.
He been saying that for years. So I mean, it's like, hey, y'all
Yeah.
just listen closely. He's saying undisputed champ. So what does that mean?
And there y'all have it right there from the man, right there from the man himself, right? Derek, man, I want to thank you, man, for taking time out to talk today, man. Everybody for joining us, man. Definitely appreciate you, Derek, man.
You're welcome, bro. No doubt.
Oh yeah, for sure, man. So hey, why don't you tell the people, man, where they can follow you and look at them pictures of I think you guys had Brian Custer, shout out to him. You
Yeah,
guys had
my
Brian
bro.
Custer in the gym.
Yeah. My bro BC. Yeah.
Yeah.
Brian Buster, he did some crazy shit yesterday though. He got in the ring spar with Errol. I was like, man, what's wrong? I thought he was joking. I really thought he was joking.
Right.
He's for real. He hit him with some good body shots. I mean, yeah, man. Yeah. I mean, listen, you earned your merit today, baby. Leave it at that.
Hey man.
Leave it at that.
Hey man, us old dudes, man, we still gotta show them that we brave, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, no, we don't necessarily have to. I'm just telling you. Listen, just like you just move quiet and slow. They just like, hey, man, old school, okay. Come on, I'm not gonna get in the ring. Even though there's a couple guys I wanted to spar, but they wouldn't spar me, so I got you. I know what you're saying. Yeah, I know
But
what
hey,
you're saying.
Derek, you look like you still go though, man. You look like you
I
still
mean,
got some hands.
I still got I still got my situation popping. I mean, I'm moving around. I mean, I don't spar, but when I work the minutes, I'm moving and giving angles and stepping in, stepping there. See, I mean, I have to be in shape to do what I do. If I'm not in shape, I'm not going. I mean, my guys, I look at it like this. I'm doing it for the team. I work
Yep.
out. I run 5 days a week, lift weights. I really hit the bag every now and then, but I still, I mean, I can throw a lot of punches though. I can work the mitts and like I'm throwing shots at them. My timing got to
Hmm.
be good. Yeah, man.
Hey man, there you go, man. My man got a real quick question right here. Now hold on, I missed it. My man Mike, here it is.
Two people.
Man, Mike Wilson from Three Kings Boxing, he says, should Charlo win the rematch against Castano, will he stay at 154 or entertain a move at 160?
Oh man, I don't know, man. I mean, I think that I haven't heard him talk about moving up.
That's tough.
So I'm thinking, he's gonna stay at 154. I never heard him talk about moving up.
Yeah, that's
If
tough.
somebody asked something before that, what they say? I
Yeah, he
missed it.
said, oh, they said ask you if you wanted to spar, ask Derrick if he wanted to spar Custer. That would
No,
be the one
man,
to
no,
watch.
no. It's my bro, man. I'm not good. I'm not doing that. Listen, no.
You ain't gonna spar, you ain't gonna spar Custer. I hear you, man.
That's my man. I ain't gonna get
Uh,
him. Don't do that, man.
well, I seen you. I stood next to you, man. The most I'm gonna do is give you dap. I'm gonna give you a hard dap. Yeah, I'm gonna give you a hard dap, and we go. Yeah, I'm gonna give you a hard dap, dog, like we did
But
last time in Dallas. I'm gonna walk up to you like last time. What's up? And I'm gonna give you a hard dap and walk away.
that's all it takes, man. I understand. You ain't got to get in a BC like he kept talking about it. I thought he was like, man, what are you talking about? But I really didn't know. And then
Mm-hmm.
Errol said to him, "Come on, get in the ring, Taekwondo." I'm like, oh God, oh, that was it. Y'all see it? I mean, it's gonna be on All Access, I'm sure.
Yep, that's what's up, man.
Right.
All right, fellas, man. Thanks everybody for being in the chat. I always appreciate Derrick, man. We'll try to get him on. He's busy, but he always takes time out for us Three Kings, man. Appreciate the support, Derrick.
Peace, man. Thank you, bro.
You got it.